under the fence, my cousin Joel yelled. Everyone has their iPhone lights shining. We weren't using our flashlights to be discreet. It was hot, humid, and pitch black. All you can hear is a panting and rustling of my friends. I was in the back, watching everyone slide under the fence. We quickly looked around for an opening. Unmarked gravestones everywhere. All the windows and doors were barricaded and nailed shut with wooden boards, all except one window. We hopped up to the ledge and crawled inside. The crickets were chirping louder and louder. My cousin gives me a hand, and I jump in the building. Silence. I stood next to the window, yet I heard no howl, no chirping. We're here. One of the most haunted places in New York, Kings Park Psychiatric Center. A building 93. Built in 1885, abandoned for decades. My cousin says, put on your mask. This place is full of asbestos. Turn on your lights, everyone, I said. Everyone tried to turn on their phones. They held the power button, but staring back at us was the blinking red battery. Dead. We take out our flashlights. Jewel hands us all military-grade walkie-talkies. Here, I charged them all last night. The frequency is all the same. If you're lost, use this. Jewel took out some glow sticks, broke them and threw them on the floor. All around us were hospital beds, wheelchairs, broken floors, and cracked walls. Every wall was marked up with graffiti. We were a group of 7, wandering the abandoned halls. Our flashlights danced around as we observed archaic beauty. Let's go to the 6th floor, my friend Jaheen says. It is the most haunted. I was a big disbeliever in the paranormal, so naturally I laughed at her. We got to the staircase and Jewel threw some more sticks on the floor, so we won't get lost. This building has 13 stories. The plan is to get to the roof. We went up to the 6th floor. The walls had Hebrew writing all over it. The hospital beds were tossed on the floor. The mattress had indentations of a human body all over it. Every mirror in the bathroom was in fact cracked. In fact, I don't even remember seeing a mirror at all. They were all broken or spray painted. Everyone kept walking alongside the end of the corridor, and then they stopped moving. I was in the back with Jaheen. Why'd you guys stop? I said. I pushed back then. The hairs of the back of my neck stood up. The temperature of the room became frighteningly cold. Words couldn't come out of my mouth, and I gasped and smoke came out of my mouth. I was too scared to move my flashlight anywhere and anywhere. Everyone else wouldn't dare either. We just stared in the middle of the cellar. In the center was a white robe. What made this robe so particularly scary, it was glowing white. A kind of white I've never seen before. It was the cleanest, most beautiful shade of white, so angelic, as if it came from heaven. So pure, so light, so disturbing, so fucked up. It didn't belong. And Jaheen saw this. She snapped. She took my flashlight and ran out. We ran after her. Jaheen kept running. She ran down and down. I lost sight of her. I continued running, but I couldn't see her anymore. I noticed the glow sticks change, and I soon Jaheen kicked them away. I ran. Jaheen, come back. I kept going down and down, and then I just went down a path I don't remember. The stairs no longer were wooden, they were concrete. The glow sticks, like, it ended. My flashlight died. My iPhone died. I could see nothing, hear nothing. It was freezing cold. I took out the walkie-talkie. Dead. I took out my DSLR and I used a flash and I took pictures every 2 seconds to brighten the room, and that's how I navigated myself. I bumped into so many stools, chairs, hospital beds, and I didn't know how long I've been walking for. And then my DSLR dies and something grabbed me. The hand that grabbed me did not feel human. It didn't even feel warm. It was icy cold. It was an icy hand. She hugged me while crying. It was Jaheen. Jaheen, what happened? She began crying. Angela. What? I said. Angela. I held her tightly in my arms. We slowly looked for an exit. We heard Jewel yelling our names. We walked blindly to the hallway and followed the voice up the stairs. Luckily, we found our friends. Let's dip. We all crawled out the window and we crawled out. We left. And a vehicle approached us. The people in the car flashed us. Get out of there! We know you're hiding there. Come out with your hands out. We're the cops. We were all arrested. Everyone was scared except Jaheen. She had no emotions. How can I blame her? She went through a lot. A week later, I get a call from Sazia. She said, who is Jihan's best friend? She said that Jaheen hasn't been feeling well. She hasn't been herself. She's been obsessed with something, and her mom has been crying. So I took a visit at Jaheen's house, and I noticed, after going to her room, that she had Hebrew writing all over. Her mom is very religious and says that she thinks her daughter is possessed, and that's when it hit me. Jaheen wouldn't speak or look at me. Her mother says how she keeps talking about Angela. Angela wears white and keeps following her. The moment she said Angela, she looked at us with such anger. Her face was full of anger, and I just got scared. I tell the mom the truth, and that we went to a haunted house and that she probably got possessed there. I told her all the truth. She breaks down and angrily calls her father. I waited till sunset when her father came with an imam, which is a masjid Islamic priest. We went up to her room. Her father binds her to the bed so she won't hurt herself, as advised by the imam. Allahumma la ilaha al-hayyu qayyum la khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm. Jaheen begins to cry. Allahumma la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyu qayyum la khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm. She begins barking. Huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. She's foaming to the mouth. This went on for 9 hours. Her mother was crying the whole time, praying. Finally, she fell asleep. She was hospitalized for 4 days because of her low blood sugar. When she woke up, all her family was there. We all greeted her with love and compassion. She was there and everything was back to normal. That night, I opened my DSLR and looked at the pictures. I haven't touched it since we came back. And I noticed that my DSLR didn't actually die. It actually became record mode, and it recorded everything. So I went to the part, I skipped 45 seconds in when Jaheen found me. And this is what happened in the audio. I said, Jaheen, what happened? And that's when she began crying. And then she says, Angela. I said, what? Angela. And then a little girl's voice says, yes. I turned off my computer. I turned it off. I never looked back. We were past this, it's over. Whatever possessed Jaheen, it's gone in the afterlife. It was 4:12 a.m. The moon shone through the slits of the curtain. I was trying to sleep, but my brother kept shifting on the bunk beds. He couldn't fall asleep. We share a room and he sleeps on the top bunk. So for 10 minutes, all I kept hearing was him shuffling, the creasing of the bunk bed. I could see the wooden bars above me crease. And then the door opens. It's him, my brother, returning from the bathroom.